Welcome to today's Explainer. We're diving straight into a major update happening over at Japan's iconic Himeji Castle. We're going to unpack their new two-tier pricing system for tourists and look at the deep cultural realities behind it.
So the big question right off the bat, is Japan's new two-tier pricing system a form of discrimination? It's a completely fair question. When you visit a site and you see you have to pay a much higher fee than someone else, that sticker shock naturally leads to some skepticism.
Right.
It is totally understandable to ask, why do I have to pay more? Today, we're going to impartially explain the actual story behind this price gap.
When you arrive at Himeji Castle, you're stepping into this beautifully preserved historic site that literally draws people from all over the globe. But to truly grasp how this new admission system works, we need to systematically break down the facts.
Exactly.
All right, let's look at the first section, Himeji Castle's new pricing and the updates coming in March 2026. Getting into the exact breakdown of the numbers is absolutely crucial here. Himeji City residents will pay 1,000 yen. Non-residents will pay 2,500 yen, and anyone under 18 gets in totally for free.
Okay.
And just to be super clear on this, a Japanese tourist visiting from Tokyo pays the exact same 2,500 yen fee as a foreign visitor flying in from abroad. Moving on to the next part, residents, not discrimination, and the role of local taxes. So while visitors queue up at the ticket office, the underlying financial reality behind the scenes is that local residents are actually paying for the castle's upkeep every single day through their municipal resident taxes.
Right.
And this isn't just a uniquely Japanese concept. Think about the Metropolitan Museum of Art in New York. They have a pay-what-you-wish system that is exclusively for New York State residents, and that's rooted in those exact same local tax contributions. Next up, we have rebuilding after disasters and the constant threat these sites face. Take a look at this year, 2052. Back in 2016, there was a major earthquake that severely damaged Kumamoto Castle. The restoration work just for that one castle is projected to drag on all the way until fiscal year 2052.
Wow.
It's wild, right? Repairing these properties takes an absolutely enormous amount of time and money. So you might be wondering, where does all that funding come from? Well, for centuries, these massive restoration costs have been covered by a mix of taxes and donations. If you've ever walked around shrines and temples in Japan, you've probably seen the names of individuals and corporate donors carved right into stone lanterns and torii gates.
Yes.
Those are literally centuries of accumulated contributions, carved in stone, keeping these structures standing for us to enjoy today. Now let's dive into preserving traditional craftsmanship and why this goes way beyond just money. Because restoring history requires fading traditional craftsmanship and era-appropriate methods, not just modern tools.
Right.
Restoring a national treasure isn't just about structural repair. To properly do it, you have to preserve the building's history intact by deliberately using the exact methods and tools from its specific era. And the crucial thing here is that the artisans who actually carry this traditional knowledge are a rapidly shrinking population.
Himeji Castle's official website states their mission pretty simply: in order to preserve and pass down Himeji Castle to future generations. The current generation is investing their money, their skill, and their time. And it's not just for today's tourists, it's for people who haven't even been born yet.
Which brings us to the communication challenge and Japan's fiscal reality. The thing is, there's a real issue with how this necessity is communicated to visitors. Currently, there are way too few explanatory signs, and the ones that are there usually just offer dry academic information. What they actually need are emotional, wonder-filled experiences, kind of like what you'd find at a modern aquarium.
Exactly.
If these facilities could create displays that naturally inspire a sense of wonder, tourists would intrinsically feel the value of that 2,500 yen ticket. Basically, if you're going to justify a price difference, you owe visitors an experience that truly earns it. And finally, thank you for visiting Investing in the Next Century. When you're looking out over Himeji City from the observatory, the hope is that visitors can reframe that 2,500 yen fee, not as some steep penalty, but as a direct, small investment. It is quite literally part of the cost of handing a structure built centuries ago down to the next centuries. And when you look at it that way, that number starts to mean something entirely different.
Indeed.
To wrap up our explainer today, we want to leave you with a pretty profound question. Who supports the cultural heritage of your own country? Is it through taxes, donations, admission fees? Or maybe something else entirely? Taking a moment to sit with that question definitely makes traveling just a little bit deeper.
It really does.
あなたの体験をぜひ聞かせてください。コメント欄に書き込んでね。